Hello, everybody. I'm Alex. This is Josh. We are the target audience, and we believe that content is made for absolutely everybody, but we think it's specifically made for us, and hopefully for you too. And right now, today, we're watching Hawkeye Episode 4. And if you don't know, Hawkeye is about two people that use bow and arrows. If you're watching this video with no prior knowledge of the MCU, I don't know why you're here, but that's what we're doing. Josh, Episode 3 was fucking huge, in my opinion. Like, so many teasers. I mean, possible Kingpin, Pym particles with the giant arrow. I mean, I feel like this next episode is either going to go way up or we might just dip down for a little more story, less, big reveals. I mean, what do you think coming about this next episode?
Yeah, I think, like I said in the last one, after it ended, I was like, this episode is essentially just that action set piece that took up the bulk of the episode. We did see some stuff with Echo and, like you said, a possible Kingpin cameo, but nothing that really advanced the actual story of this series that much. So I'm expecting that to move forward more because, look, there's only 3 episodes left, right? Like, after this one, only 2 episodes left. Next week is the penultimate episode, as they call it. So, yeah, I'm hoping to find out what happens is going to happen in this show. And we ended the 3rd episode with Hawkeye and Kate in her mom's apartment, and Jack, the fiance, holding, I believe it was actually Ronin's sword, up to Clint's face. So hopefully we jump right in from that point.
Hopefully, but we're going to jump to the first 20 minutes being about Jack's backstory.
Yeah, he's a child, yeah.
with Kingpin holding his chin.
Yeah, but even as a child, he still has the mustache, too.
It looks exactly the same.
Another week we don't have to worry about Steve's ending.
As soon as that music changes, I'm like, no.
That's definitely Ronin's sword.
Jack, no! What?
Hey, she's
Why
back.
Is there an Avenger in my dining room?
Dropping that same line from Far From Home.
Must just be a common term, I guess.
I guess. After over 10 years of this stuff happening, it probably is regular terms in this universe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because did Kate notice Jack at the auction? I don't remember if she actually saw him there.
Let me clarify.
Maybe she did.
Yeah. I think she did, yeah, because he was next to our man the third.
Yes. R.I.P. He's still there on the living room floor.
But 7 will carry on his legacy. He's gonna have an Uncle Ben scene with him, like in Spider-Man 1.
Yeah.
Armand the 7th. Armand the 3rd. Armand the 7th.
No, I was thinking at the end of Spider-Man 1, the funeral scene, him walking away.
This is my blessing, my curse. Who am I? I'm Armand the 7th. Oh, pickpocket. There you go.
Hey, you find anything?
I talked to that friend of yours.
Hey.
Jack Duquesne never gives him a day off.
Jack, the CEO. You laundering money for the big guy?
I've been wondering. Verschwinde nach mehr auf dem Gelände?
Nice.
Whoa.
Obsessed with Clint Barton ever since the attack.
Can she just hear them talking shit about her?
Yeah, I was about to say. Is this going to do a cut to them, or no, she's just listening?
Oh, they're talking right in front of her.
Oh, that's right. What?
Dancing.
Well, my mother doesn't dance.
Oh, really? I beg to differ. Darling?
Oh, no. It's going to be a musical.
They just break out into song.
One of those aphorisms, they're wrong.
What? No. That can't be right, is it? Darling, please.
Okay, a little bit of acceptance of old Jack here.
You can tell they're going to, Kate will, grow a little bit of an attachment to him, and it'll be harder for her when she finds out either he's a villain or they're both villains.
She sees that he's good for her mom, especially after the death of her father. And then, yep, there it is. And then something's going to happen at the end of this episode where it's just going to pull us right back to fuck this guy. Every time I see those tattoos, I forget how badass they are. Like, oh yeah, I forgot he has those. Like, oh, my family's dead. I'm going to get tatted up.
Is me saving the holidays.
Is that right?
Get you home.
I love that he's using dailies. It's on his.
I was about to say, didn't we used to drink those?
Yes, many memories.
Oh, that mug. See what that mug says?
No, what'd it say?
It says Thanos was right.
Oh my god.
They have mugs.
So she saw her family being happy, so she knew he was alone. She wanted to go make him happy.
And this apartment was her aunt's old apartment, right?
That's what she said. Her aunt, who's on vacation conveniently for a long time, I guess. Oh, I guess for the holidays.
Just tell every stranger that I see, Hawkeye is full of bull.
Oh, awesome.
What if he hit the dog?
Takes out the other eye.
Well, Hawkeye, you prove your point, but now I'm going to tell everyone that you abused a dog.
Oh, God.
Wow. She just said, holy shit.
Everybody gets one.
That's right. It's not the right time.
Story, I'm sure.
It's just not a good story. Okay? About the time I met someone, I just had this feeling that she wanted out. Turns out I was right.
Dude, that's the music from the mountain.
Oh my god, it is. I got chill bumps right now.
I can't remember the mountain's name.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. It's when you do what I do for a living, it's just a game of managing loss, right?
I don't think they ever went into detail about when they met. I mean, we know he was sent to take her out, but his why for not taking her out.
Oh, It's a Wonderful Life. It's behind me.
Oh, wow.
Great movie.
Is that where you met the Ronin?
I think she knows.
It's you, isn't it? Protect people.
Hurting people. Investigating first, but in the end, my job has always been to hurt people.
You made mistakes, but those are behind you.
No, it's tied to my family. And I can't go home till I fix it.
Yeah, it's been about more than just protecting her. I'm glad that they addressed it because it's like, it must suck. Like, his family came back, he was so happy, but he had to have known, like, you know, what he did was going to be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, and plus it went into this thinking that there was no chance that they were going to come back.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you become something like that? I mean, if you have nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
But then they all come back, it's like, oh, shit.
And the LARPers, they're mostly first responders. One's a cop.
Bringing
great.
back the LARPers.
God damn it. You know the show's going to end with them repeating Avengers Endgame, but instead of people come through the portals, it's going to be the LARPers just walking through hula hoop rings.
Oh.
Surprise. Just want to talk. This is the final warning. Let's get it done.
What if after all this exposition he just slits his throat?
I was like, why would he even talk to him?
Guy,
Hey,
snickerdoodle, it's still warm.
Oh my god.
Come on in.
Oh, they're all there.
My wife gave me this bag. It's embroidered. It says bombshell.
I can see that it's very important to you.
He'll get it back to you. Yeah, I'll make sure of it.
That bag is getting destroyed.
Yep, and that'll start her villain arc for that bag destroyed.
Who had the more justifiable villain arc, her or Electro in Amazing Spider-Man 2?
You didn't remember my name. You destroyed my bag.
They team up.
I was talking to an Avenger. Yeah, I'm his partner.
I'll just take this.
Got the watch.
Kate, get out of there now.
What? Clint, what's going on?
What does it sound like happening?
Oh!
Who the hell am I fighting then?
Oh, you know who that is. It is convenient to have the character in a mask so you can have a stunt double in the whole time. She's dead.
That's it.
There's that music.
Vormir music. God damn it. Don't let her fall, Clint. You can't do it. Okay.
He thought he was just gonna let her hit the ground. Ooh, nice.
Someone has hired the Black Widow assassin. This has gotten very real, very quickly.
I don't think he knows it's her sister, though.
Bert and Bertie again with another great episode, I might say.
Yeah, I believe they're directing next week as well, and then the final episode is back to the first director.
Woo, okay, I don't even know where to begin. I mean...
So, yeah, I mean, Yelena being there was cool, even though she didn't have any lines and had a mask on 95% of the time, so not a huge appearance, but you would expect her to be back for the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't just a mask for the sake of being a mask. It was a night vision goggle mask. Like, it wasn't just like, oh, for a reveal, it's me, Florence Pugh from Black Widow 2021, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it in that sense as long as it's logical. I didn't expect it to be her. I'm like, I don't know. I just didn't. I knew she would eventually be in the show, but her being in that situation then didn't really cross my mind. So, okay, so we got the Jack character being more sympathetic, even though we know he's involved. I really like the character development and relationship building between Kate and Clint, which is always nice, and, you know, Hawkeye's wife, Laura, being more heavily involved, not just like, oh, hey, I'm just here, you know. I mean, she's able to speak German to communicate about this sort of stuff, given important details, which I like, because I feel like her in like Age of Ultron, I was like, oh yeah, I'm just here, I'm just waiting for Clint to come back. But I'm glad they're actually, because I thought she was just in one episode. I'm glad they're actually giving her like stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that the episode was really good. It is interesting though how it was basically like 3 scenes, right? Like you had the scene at Kate Bishop's mother's house, and then you had the scene at the apartment with Clint and Kate bonding, and then you had that last sequence. There was some other little stuff there with the LARPing group and stuff in the, you know, car intimidation scene, but for the most part, the episode moved, you know, pretty quickly. Like, the pace was just like go, 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 in and out, and that leads me to believe that these last 2 episodes probably have a lot going on, would be my guess, because the events that happened in this episode, you know, just felt, I don't want to say rushed, I feel like that'd be too harsh of a word, but it was very quickly, you know, let's get through this pace to introduce Yelena and get where we're going. So hopefully that means these last 2 episodes will be a bit longer and have a lot more to them.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't spend too much time on backstory, just more about character. There was, at moments, I'm like, we're going back to the LARPing group, and it was like a little weird, like, oh, hey, one of the guys was a fireman, so let's make another one of the LARPers a police member. Why not? Mm-hmm. So we can get these trick arrows. But those trick arrows weren't really used. I mean, unless they're the cable arrow and the purple goo arrows. But I don't know. It was fine. So I'm assuming that watch. I mean, no, we still don't know who the watch belonged to, do we?
Yeah, he started to talk about it and say things about who it would belong to, but we definitely did not get a reveal of it. There might be, you know, comic book fans out there that could put the pieces together and have some good guesses, but at this point, I'm still, you know, waiting to be what the reveal could be on that.
Yeah, I thought the watch person was going to be who's ever under the mask, and I'm like, okay, that obviously isn't going to be Florence Pugh, but that person was Florence Pugh, so I'm like, okay, so who's the person who's been hiding out for a while? Are we gonna have more Marvel TV Netflix show tie-ins? Is it gonna be Daredevil or Punisher for some reason? Who's
Jessica
hiding
Jones?
Iron Fist?
Yeah. I don't know, but I think that at first, when he first tells her, oh, a Black Widow assassin has been hired, this is really serious, I instinctively said, oh, he doesn't know that that's Natasha's sister. But the more I think about it, it wouldn't really be necessary for him to be like, it's Black Widow's sister, you know, like tell her. So he could know who it is. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's maybe smart enough to know the uniform, maybe the black latex, or the fighting style, because I think they're obviously all trained the same way, and Clint's smart enough to know, like, hey, this is how they were trained, this is the deal, and so I think we're eventually going to get introduced to Julia Louis-Dreyfus again at the end of this series, or possibly even next episode. So.
Well, there's 2 episodes left. next week's episode premieres the day before both of us see No Way Home. So it's going to be, hopefully we can get that reaction up quickly as usual, but that's going to be quite a back-to-back there. And then, the finale, the final week. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, a lot of content made for this target audience of ours. Yes. I think that's about does it. Want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I'll just say, in addition to watching Hawkeye, we're also currently watching Star Wars The Clone Wars. In a few weeks after Hawkeye's over, we're also going to be watching The Book of Boba Fett. In January, we're going to be watching Peacemaker, and there's also a ton of movies coming out we're going to be reviewing, reacting to new trailers, all of those types of things. So if you are not subscribed to the target audience, definitely subscribe so you don't miss any of those videos.
All right, I think that's about does it. I'm Alex. This is Josh. We are the target audience. And hey, listen, we think content is made for absolutely everybody, but we think it's specifically made for us and also for you as well. Thanks for joining along the ride. We'll hope to catch you in the next one.